Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Down. You wide at 8.
On this defense, no gap.
31's the mic. Stop right down. Check your mind.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Desmond King making the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Once more, Adams on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, it's Adams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, bro, 80.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And it's now a 7-0 game.
We got this.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. On first down, Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wait.
Switch gears, switch gears.
6-6, pull it hard.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Richard, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. That one good for 37 yards. Interesting. He told us that he likes to run right more than left, but there he looked pretty comfortable going left for a big gain, Charles.
Kind of like a basketball player who has a dominant side that he dribbles to, but the ability to cross that over, change it up, and break a tendency can often lead to great results, as we just saw there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Carr on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Green 80, round 80.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Son, select 15.
From the gun, Rivers. To Gordon, out left. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. It's a screen to Richard. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
16-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
31's the mic.
Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You right at 8.
Carr. They're hauling it in, Nelson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Carr. On the crossing route, complete. That's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Tight end's right. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Low, low, low. Check.
Carr now on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Carr finds Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down, Richard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Down. 180.
I got one. Double tight.
What's up?
This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Easy.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down now, it's Adams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Topper!
On third down, Richard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on second and 10. Rivers, he completes it to Henry.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now Rivers on 4th down, and it's complete. Henry. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want...
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Carr gives to Richard. Room here to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down. We're good.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Raiders, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.